Hello everybody, I'm going to be showing you how to color correct in DaVinci today. Unfortunately, I have to use the 346 computer to be able to do it because my laptop does not run the program correctly. So while I'm also doing that, I will be filming this one-handed, so any mistakes, please forgive me. But anyway, let's get started. What's going to happen is once you pull up the different files in your folder, you're going to drag them down from the to the master pool. Sorry, but what's going to happen after that is you bring in all the files you're going to use, and then click the Edit tab. From there, you're going to create the timelines within. As you can see, I've already made a previous one that's finished, so we'll just be copying from the files from there and create a new timeline that way. So what we're going to do is select all of them, then right click and scroll all the way down to the create timeline using selected clips. And we'll just, for time's sake, go timeline 2. So the new timeline is now created, and as you can see, you can switch between the two of them if you want, but right now we'll just go with the second timeline. Now we'll go to the color tab, which will actually allow us to do our color correction. In the top right, you can see a small window that is the main. Oh, sorry, accidentally clicked the Edit tab, so I need to get back to the color. So the top right shows a little scenery, where is the, like, you can guess it's the master button of some sort. It is the whole scene as it is, and you could add in a new one by placing Option S if you wanted to, just so that way you can click on it and do your own corrections without messing with the first or the original scene. So anyway, what's going to happen is that we're going to choose between we're just going to go with the eyedropper first, just because that's simple enough. Then we click on something we want to change, and what's going to happen is that everything that has about the same color or on the same area is going to light up in the top right window, while the rest of it that does not match will go into gray. But anyway, we'll just click on the mask button first. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Looks like I accidentally pressed stop recording on my camera, so I got about maybe a minute ahead of myself before I realized it. So we'll just start from there. So anyway, what I was trying to show you was that if you see the top right, I've created a mask using this free curve at the bottom. With your different masks, you can implement new shapes or create your own, depending on what you want or need to do. Now we're going to go to the next tab, which is the tracker, which will allow us to keyframe the mask into the scene itself, so that way it does not move along with the camera. Unfortunately, our camera didn't have a tripod for our group, so it is a little bit jittery. But okay, let's get everything set up. Gotta get a position right. Alright, so as you can see, you can move things around in your tracker depending on what you want, but the thing you're going to want to do is look for a specific thing. Okay, we're going to go down there, mark, which will be where we key it. As you can see from those little sparkling things on the screen, that is your mask being keyframed into the camera, and it does not move whatsoever. Okay, so let me just make a little adjustment here. Sorry, I'm looking for a specific point where our character's feet drop into this color correction, so that way when it happens it looks like we're going into it, and with our background effects that one of my teammates will be implementing, it will look like the leg is being affected by this color correction. If it makes anything simpler, just assume that this pit is a sulfur, or it is a sulfur pit basically, and that will work to injure our main character. But let's see, now we're going to a different clip from my previous one. As you can see, I've done the same thing, except this time it's at a different point of view, and same thing with this one, different points of view. So it's just a matter of how you adjust, really. But now, as you can see, I aimed specifically for a point where part of the leg drops into the orange, and that will indicate when we add in the sulfur effect. But anyway, down to our last thing, I'm going to show you how to affect, or how to do this power curve to a mask. Found that out like an hour ago, and with the master corrector and along with the power curve, it allows you to put your allows your mask to essentially do, if I was put in simple terms, it's like that stopwatch in After Effects in your position or rotation, and allows you to change after each keyframe. In this way, for every second that you change it, to change the mask's shape and whatnot, it will only happen for that second. As you can see right here, we got a little bit of a orange part not being, or a little bit of orange in the uniform, so we moved it out. And voila! As it keeps moving, as you can see, I'm not done, but the more you move the positions, the easier it is to correct. That way you don't have to worry so much about that much adjustment. But anyway, yeah, that's about it for all I can show you. This has been for color correcting the scenario around a certain part of our scenes that will allow us to create a sulfur pit in the near future. Anyway, make sure you when you go to deliver for rendering purposes, you go make sure it's set up to whatever you're trying to save it to. It's in the render box. Afterwards, you just go all the way over to the right and start render, and that's about it. Hope you guys could understand that. If not, I just say watch the directional video, or just watch the video. It should help you. Anyway.